I came to Ecuador as a tourist and fell in love with the place. An old friend from work recommended Francisco Guayasamín as a tour guide. I spoke with Francisco and found him friendly and knowledgeable. He booked an excellent hotel for me, picked me up at the airport, and made sure was comfortable in my hotel room. My initial plan was to take Spanish classes at one of the many language schools for foreigners in Quito. However, Francisco offered to help me with my Spanish at no additional cost. So, we've been speaking in Spanish ever since I arrived. He corrects my mistakes, teaches me practical, everyday Spanish. And when I get stuck, he's able to explain things to me in English. I've been studying Spanish online with different language schools over the past 3 years, and have worked with multiple teachers. Francisco is among the best teachers I've worked with, and charges less for this combined service, tour guide plus language teacher. I visited numerous sites in and around Quito with Francisco, attended several cultural events that I would never have discovered on my own. He also discovered that I'm a glutton, and so took it upon himself to help me explore the culinary traditions of Ecuador, in addition to its history and nature sites. Every day we ate something different, and he would explain the origins of the dish, how it's prepared, etc. At my request, he also introduced me to several locals, and thanks to him, this was a cultural immersion experience beyond my wildest dreams. Perhaps the highlight of my visit was the week-long trip to Baños de Agua Santa and to Alausi. I cannot rave enough about this trip. Francisco arranged all the details, as usual, and we went together. We took the bus, and the ride was fun because of the great scenery and because I enjoyed chatting with him all the way, another chance to work on my Spanish. The hotels he chose in both towns were excellent, and he knew all the neat sites to visit. One of the things that stood out to me was his friendly manner in dealing with everyone, from the bus drivers to the street vendors. He treats people with respect, and it pays dividends. Last but not least, I've been considering getting residency here in Ecuador. Francisco knows all the paperwork that needs to be done. He helped me prepare a list of all the documents I needed to bring with me and, once I arrived in Ecuador, he started taking me to the government offices where I needed to get certain documents certified and helped me submit the right application forms. Needless to say, this isn't an easy process for a foreigner to try and navigate alone. I had heard from others that it's best to avoid lawyers because of their tendency to overcharge and overcomplicate things. With Francisco, the process was a breeze. If you want to visit Ecuador as a tourist, or if you want to learn practical conversational Spanish and get a real taste of the culture, I highly recommend Francisco Guayasamín. And if you're trying to apply for residency, do yourself a favor and try him out. You won't be sorry. Mo Ibrahim from Egypt.